Hi guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapplefest 11. Grapplefest 11 is going to be this Saturday, the 26th of February. It's going to be at the usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Now, doors open, I believe, around about 3:30. First fight kicks off at 4 o'clock. As I keep saying, Grapplefest are very punctual with their fight times. So that first fight will be 4 o'clock. So make sure you're in there. You've got your space for the event kicking off. Now, it is a sellout. It's been sold out for about 6 weeks. There is no tickets available. So, guys, stop messaging Chris Thompson. He doesn't have any tickets available. He's still getting tickets on a daily basis. But, yeah, there's none available. The only place you are going to be able to see it is Fight TV. Now, Fight TV, you can watch it a couple of different ways. One, you can go online and register, or two, you can download the app on the usual places. Now, pricing for Fight TV is absolutely fantastic. So, annual subscription, $49.99. If you want to do a monthly option, it's $4.99. And if you're only wanting it for this pay-per-view, the pay-per-view price is $14.99. So, I think it works out. Now, my fucking dollars to pounds is horrible, but I think it works out as about a tenner, all right? So, which is an absolute fantastic price for the event that you're going to get to see on Saturday night. Daisy Fresh versus Europe. So my next guest is going to be on the show that night. Chris, the Honey Badger Hayes, catch 22 submission fighting up here in Scotland, in Brecon in Scotland, under Sean Voss. Chris is going to be up against Tommy Yip. Tommy originally did have an opponent, but unfortunately, the opponent had to pull out. Chris stepped in last minute again. Chris is the last minute man, comes in willing to put himself in against anybody whatsoever. So, Chris, listen, absolute pleasure, as always, to speak to you, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
How you been anyway? Yeah. So how you been anyway? You been good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, training's going well. The competition last week got me engaging like wanting more. So,
yeah. And that was the thing. Chris stepped in on Saturday at Evolution of Combat against Shawnee Stewart. Now, anybody that doesn't know Shawnee Stewart's one of the top kind of black belts here in Scotland that we have at the moment. Unfortunately, Shawnee's opponent was Ash Williams, who obviously we know had some travel problems coming up to Scotland for the event. So in stepped Chris on 6 hours' notice. I think he took the fight about 12 o'clock, and then he was over, obviously come all the way over from Brecon, all the way to Glasgow, which is about, what, an hour and a half drive, Chris?
Yeah. About an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. So obviously, let's say take 2 hours out. He had about 4 hours preparation, 4 hours preparation to go against one of the top black belts in Scotland. And he held his own. 10 minutes, went the full distance for Shawnee Stewart as well.
Yeah, just got to go in and get on with it. You know, if I don't challenge myself, how am I going to grow as an athlete? You know, if you're facing the best, then you're never going to be the best. So I'm just going to shove myself into whatever situation I can and just try and improve every time.
And the same has happened here. I mean, obviously, you've had a little bit more notice. Obviously, you got a week's notice, or what, 5 days notice to obviously step in against Tommy Yip, who, again, Tommy Yip, anybody that doesn't know Tommy Yip, again, is one of the top kind of black belts coming out of the ZR team. Absolutely awesome team as well. And Tommy, again, another fantastic competitor. But again, Chris is stepping up. Chris as well. I mean, watching you, Chris, in competition, you're absolutely awesome to watch.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'm trying to be like a bit more entertaining, and I don't want to be so much on the stooling side of things. I just want to go, seem exciting, and like Jed Hugh, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and Ollie as well. Like, is it Oliver? Yeah. Lonsdale or Lonzy, was it? Yeah, the judo guy. He's just a nutter, isn't he? He's great.
Owen Livesey. So I think he's going to be throwing someone on Saturday night. Somebody's going to be getting thrown. So But yeah, I mean, it's an awesome card you're on as well. I mean, when you look at the card from the prelims all the way up to the main event, Dante Leon, Kendall Rusin, Fionn Davies, Mikey Musumeci. I mean, it's a fucking fantastic card.
Yeah, 100%. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, but with you then, obviously training. I know that we spoke before we came on air. Obviously, you did Evolution of Combat on Saturday night, and then Sunday you were straight back in the gym again. Obviously, rolling about with the animals at Catch 22.
Yeah, just gotta dive right in if you want to improve. You know, you don't improve by sitting on the couch every day. So
And what's the level? I know the level's getting a lot better. It's building and building and building. Obviously, Sean and yourself obviously doing wonderful things at Catch 22. So, but you see it all the time. I mean, the level, and there's more and more people coming in as well, which is fantastic for you guys.
We've got so like we're building a team, like a set team, and we get newcomers here and there. But at the minute, our gym's just rising the level each time, and they're actually challenging me. We've got blue belts that are starting to like be real beasts now. And I'm like, this is not something I've experienced at the minute. So I'm like, okay, like I reckon we could challenge the world in a few years' time for sure. Definitely. So,
well, we'll see what's happening with Jack's MMA, was obviously just down the road from you guys in Montrose. And obviously they went down to a competition at the weekend and took the first team. They were the best team on the day, obviously won the first place trophy. And again, coming from Montrose have been a small area as well. Similar to Brecon. So obviously it shows, I mean, people from that area of Scotland want to learn jiu-jitsu, want to learn grappling.
Yeah. And we're getting different people from each area kind of contributing together, and we're all like improving together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So great. And having Sean just sit on everyone. That's amazing.
Well, the one thing we're going to do, obviously you'll have seen as well, we're doing we did the Euros training camp, Scottish Euros training camp. So we're going to be looking to do one for obviously the ADCC as well. One of the places we're coming for a Sunday is to Catch 22. We're going to get guys coming from all over Scotland and descending into Brecon and obviously doing a Sunday, obviously, with you guys as well. So Sean kindly offered the gym up on a day and said, like, more than welcome. So we're going to try and do something similar every now and again, whenever big comps come up, or maybe like once a month, and do it all over Scotland. So we'll obviously be coming to Catch 22 at some point in April.
That's brilliant. We can all, you know, that's what it's about, isn't it? Like getting together, wanting to all improve and then face the world. You know what I mean? Just how it should be. Yeah, it's great.
That's what it is. I mean, Sundays are for simulating murder. Every Sunday. That's the way it should be. So, just killing each other on a Sunday, man. But yeah, we're definitely coming up to Brecon. We're going to come up. I say it was fantastic, Sean, when he messaged me, he said, look, let's do this, man. Let's get an event up here at Catch 22. So we're definitely coming up to visit you guys. So and it's good. I mean, the level at Catch 22, obviously, from what obviously Sean's putting out and yourself and so on, the level's unbelievable.
Yeah, we ain't gonna settle for lower than the best. So we're gonna put ourselves out there as well, and we're gonna challenge the best and keep improving our level until we are the best. So,
yeah. Have you seen Sean doing any bearing bolos recently?
All the time. into smashing, into just dominating and killing all of us. Great.
Yeah. I saw him back, what was it, a video of him from, I think it was about 2014. He was in a competition in South Africa, and obviously Sean's a big guy, 100 plus kilos, and he bearing bowled. And I remember watching this thinking, and I spoke to him, I said, was that an accident or was that real? He's like, no, that was real. I meant to bearing bowl. So.
Oh yeah, he tries to like, he's a big guy, but he rolls like a small guy. It's scary.
Yeah. And what about these ice baths? Tell us about these ice baths that you're doing.
Oh, lovely.
You didn't look too impressed when you went in the first time.
I thought I'd handle it because my flat is quite cold and I've gotten used to the Scottish weather. So I'm like, this is gonna be a breeze. And he was like, you got to challenge your mind, Chris. I'll be like, it'll be easy.
Yeah.
I start looking over. I'm like, it looks really cold. And I'm like, I can't be a bitch. I got to jump in. So
yeah,
I jumped in, and my first thought was like, what the is this? I was like, it's like cold temperature because I've done ice baths before, but nothing like as cold as that. And I'm like, I just jumped out and I was like, shit. Like I let it beat me. And I was like, I'm not going to let it beat me at the end of the day, though.
Yeah.
So I went back in and I bloody done my time.
Nice.
Like, there's no way I'm losing to a bloody cold bit of water.
Because we saw Sean. Sean was putting the videos up, and obviously he had a very good laugh at your expense the first time you went in. Because as you said, you went in. It looked freezing. I mean, especially in that part of Scotland as well. It's fucking Baltic, absolutely cold. And then obviously, then step in an ice bath as well. Yeah, mate. Hats off, mate. Hats off, because I wouldn't have done it.
It's supposed to improve everything. So the more we do it, the better we're gonna feel mentally and physically and everything. So shoving us in there every day or every week is going to do something amazing for us. So,
Yeah. Listen, I see Sean. Sean's loving it, man. He's in it all the time. Do you know what I mean? He's posting videos all the time where he's just chilling in the fucking ice bath. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing. And again, coming from South Africa, I can imagine South Africa must be absolutely roasting.
Yeah. He's the opposite. He loves the cold. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love the heat, but I'm in Scotland. But I do love Scotland as well, though.
Yeah.
It's warmer.
But listen, the warm days are coming. The warm days are coming. So, cool. And then what about you then? Grapplefest. So I know you were going to be on the last Grapplefest. Unfortunately, that fell through. So obviously you got the shout for this one. So how did you find out then that you were going to be on Grapplefest 11, Chris?
Well, after that weekend competition, I was like, okay, I've got to prepare for this Scottish Open. And then all of a sudden I get a message from Chris saying, hey, what weight are you and stuff? And I'm like, I'm, so-and-so weight. And he was like, can you move up and down weight pretty much? And I was like, yeah, I can do anything, basically.
Yeah.
And then he was like, could you do this this Saturday? And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I'm up for it. And then we discussed about weights and stuff, and I was like, okay, perfect. And then that was it. Away I go. Like, just jump in, balls deep, get on with it.
Yeah. And then what about your opponent, Tommy Yip? Do you know much about Tommy at all?
I know that he's a black belt, like a really good black belt, and I expect nothing but the best from him as well. So, if I'm not challenging myself, I'm not going to improve as an athlete, and to try and take out some of the best guys around here, it'll be a complete accomplishment. So looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good matchup. As I've seen both of you guys competing. I've not seen Tommy in a few years because of lockdown and stuff like that. So I think the last time I seen Tommy would have been a brown belt. So one of the last competitions with that before the lockdown. So, but then obviously I've managed to see you a couple of times now. So very impressive. So it's going to be a really, really exciting matchup for obviously the spectators and anybody else that's watching at home.
Sure will be. Like I said, I'm going to try and be exciting, be on the ball, and I expect that from him as well. And just going to be exciting, not only for my fights, but from the whole card, because it looks insane.
Yeah. Awesome card, man. It's definitely an awesome card. And then, so obviously this Saturday is going to be your main focus at the moment. So, and then obviously after that, you mentioned you got the Scottish over at Ravenscraig on the 5th of March. So what do you see yourself doing then? What do you want to do going forward, Chris?
explain a little bit more. Sorry.
Yes. So what do we see from you going forward for the rest of the year? So what things do you want to do going forward?
I want to challenge some of the best out there, like the complete best. I want to go out, challenge them, beat them, and be one of the top guys in not only the UK but the world. So if you ain't aiming for the best, then you're never going to be the best. So onwards and upwards.
Yeah. Listen, I love you. That's what I love. I know I spoke to you on Saturday night, but just your mentality is different from a lot of people, because obviously you've got goals, you've got visions, you know exactly what you want to do, where you want to go, and the fact that you're willing to step in, as I said, against some of the best people on hours' notice or a few days' notice. Not many people out there would do that.
It's surprising to hear that, because like, you'd think if people want to be the best, they get as much experience, whether it's next week or a month. I think most people care about what people think of them, so they rather do things correctly and whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool doing it as well, like correctly, obviously. But I think push yourself, put yourself in the hard situation, it will only make you better.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what I love about you, Chris. As I said, you're willing to put yourself out there. Win, lose or draw. As I say, you're always going to come and put on a show, which is absolutely fantastic to see. So, and then what about you then? Anybody you want to shout out to? So obviously friends, family members, teammates, anything like that, Chris.
I'll shout out everyone at Catch 22, because naming them will be drag. My girlfriend, my little girl. I spent, weeks apart just training. Sometimes in life you gotta make sacrifices in order to achieve what you want to achieve in life. So yeah. Henry and Mark Lee, like one of my best friends. They used to support me. He passed away not long ago. And yeah, everyone else that's supporting me, my mum, my biggest supporter, my mum, and everyone else, Sean.
Definitely. Yeah. Anybody coming down with you on Saturday? Scotland as well. Listen, you're now officially Scottish, so you're one of us. You're definitely one of us now, Chris. So
talking about Scottish, Sean had a heritage check, and he's like really Scottish. Like surprising. Right? Like apparently, like his heritage is like really Scottish. I'm like, okay, so you're a lot Scottish than you think.
Yeah. Mate, he looks Scottish as well. He looks like a Scotsman, a proper Scotsman. So
it's insane. Cool.
And then anybody coming down with you on Saturday?
Yeah, well, Sean, I suspect. Obviously tickets are sold out, so is what it is. If Sean can't make it for whatever reason, I'm still going to make it, and I'm with a coach, without a coach, I'll borrow a coach, get on with it. We're here to do what we can. The weather ain't stopping us now. It did at some point, but it's not now. We're making a plan and we'll set to it. So Definitely. Listen, I'm going to be there on Saturday anyway, so we'll definitely catch up as we normally do. So, so there we go, guys. We're going to have Chris Honey Badger Hayes of Catch 22 Submission Fighting up against Tommy Yip. That's going to be this Saturday, 26th of February, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. So that's Grapplefest 11. Make sure you get the pay-per-view. It's on Fight TV. We mentioned obviously the prices at the start. They're all over Facebook as well. So make sure that you do get that pay-per-views. There's no tickets, guys. None whatsoever. So Fight TV is the only place you're going to be able to get to see it. So listen, Chris, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, buddy. You too.
All right. But listen, enjoy the rest of your training. Enjoy the rest of your week. Listen, I'll see you Saturday, buddy. All right.
Yeah. Awesome. See ya.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you.